So today we are here at the Grumpy Old Man's comic book shop to check out some comics and stuff. And as you can see, it's a pretty awesome place to be. And this is one place which I really wanted to go when I visited Seattle. And you can see so many posters out there, so many free comic books. They just kept it out for anybody to grab them. And you can see some fantastic posters. This is a Death of Doctor Strange, which has recently come out. And in we go. So I found this shop to be amazing. It has lots and lots of awesome comics and lot of back issues. As you can see, it's filled, right? I just have enough room to walk around because hardly there are any room to keep any more stuff. It's so filled, and it's filled with some amazing stuff. Especially the back issues and some rare vintage issues which you don't find in many of the other comic book stores which I visited. Obviously they have the new comic book issue section as well, some Funko Pops as you guys can see, and some graphic novels, but the cream of the crop is the main room with all the back issues. So here the good part is they have taken comics from all the mainstream publishers out there, and this wall is amazing, guys. You should really visit this shop just for the wall because you will find some amazing gems and see and touch them, which is pretty hard to happen nowadays because most of these amazing comics are off the shelf and in some collectors den. The Absolute Swamp Thing was a fantastic set, although I couldn't purchase it. I did grab some of the keys, and I'm going to show you in the later part of the video what I did grab. Although most of the good ones were pretty damn expensive, as you can imagine, right? Those are what they are because of the price and the rarity. The wall is completely filled, hardly any room for more. Although there are some comics which are like mainstream keys or like minor keys. This is the first appearance of Tim Drake, and we had The Death of Superman. All these other issues are pretty novel ones, and then you have the Hush issues. I really wanted to grab them, but it was pretty expensive, especially the last one, which is the first appearance, issue number 609, which is the first appearance of Hush, right? But I just let it go for now. I'm hoping that I'll grab it in some of my other hauls later. And yep, taking you through the long boxes and short boxes which are stacked out there, and the amazing wall behind it. It's endless, right? And it will take you half a day at least to go through the entire shop and find what you want. And I'm not surprised, but you will love every minute of it, trust me. So that's why you should definitely head out there. I'm going to leave the address and details in the description below so that you guys know where exactly to head out when you are in Seattle. In short, I would say this is a comic book lover's heaven, and the owner here, he was not at all grumpy, and he was very warm to ask me to go ahead and record all this stuff. And you can see the Yara Flaws silver foil cover which I wanted to grab, the metal set. Unfortunately I couldn't because there were too many things, and my budget was limited, and the wall was never ending, right? You could keep going on and on and on and on. It's like a marathon. And the owner, he also told me, like, whenever he sells stuff, he also gets in new stuff, so it's never empty. He could never find a sweet spot, which is fantastic, right? That's a dream come true. So let's see what I got. I just picked up very few comics from there, unlike the other shop like Half Price Books or the Golden Age Collectibles, where I picked up lots. This is one shop which I was very particular what I wanted to pick up, simply because the price was very fair and demanding, and I went specifically to pick up the ones which are part of like a bigger investment. So let's see what I got. This is one which I would say the cheapest of the lot, I would say. I like to collect crisis events, and this is one crisis event which everybody wants to forget, called 0 Hour. Not a very famous one, but again, because it's a crisis event, and crisis event typically has only like around 7 issues, 8 issues, which is the main event storyline, so it's okay. So this was a boxed set, and it had all 0 to 5 issues, and this is the one which, like, around $15 is okay for this set, I believe. So I picked up this one. It's not easy to find all of them in one shot. I have 1 or 2 of them, but good to get the entire set. Cool. Let's go into the next one. This they had some giant sized editions there, and most of them were priced pretty high. They were editions of the Action Comics, first appearance of Superman reprint, the giant sized edition, etc., but much costly. So I picked up the one which was the least costliest of them. At the same time, I picked it up because this guy's artwork simply looks so brilliant in such a big format, and that is by Alex Ross, Jla Secret Origins. I have this as part of my collected editions, but yeah, to get the actual book as how it came out way long back, that was a priced pickup for me. So that is Jla Secret Origins. As you guys can see, I'm just showing off this so that you get all the details of what this is in, and the entire book does justice to this cover, right? So it's all by Alex Ross, not just the cover art. The next one is a key, and in fact this was the this book had few editions and most of them were priced very high. The one I got was, I would say, medium of the lot. Marvel and DC presents. This is a one where X-Men and Teen Titans came together, combined Marvel and DC presentation. Simply a fantastic cover. It looks like Phoenix there in the background, but you can see the X-Men and the Teen Titans running towards you. So this is a key. It's an important issue, and it will be extremely hard to find this. For a single dollar or something. So it's gone up very highly in cost. But yeah, happy to pick that up. It's also a thick edition. And the final one, and the best one of the lot, I had a long debate / thought process if I should pick this up or I should not. Very costly book, Cgc. In fact, the first Cgc that I own. I have held Cgc books in the past on my hands, debated, wondered if I should pick them up because it was too high a cost for me. And this one was slightly more higher than the typical ones because it's a very important key issue of one of the major characters in the DC universe, whose name goes by Shazam, the original Captain Marvel. This is the first time that Shazam has appeared in DC Comics. So it clearly calls it out, saying that first appearance of Captain Marvel Jr. and Mary Marvel since the Golden Age, the origin retold. So that is a Cgc Universal Grade 9.4 white pages. And that's the reason why I had to pay a hefty price for it. I'm not going to tell you how much it is. That's for you guys to guess and come back and tell me, and I'll tell you if it's right or wrong. But yeah, that's the I would say the cream of the lot, guys, right? So the problem with this is it's a lot of reflection. So but you guys can see it, the Cgc grading, how it looks. Maybe I could do a separate video on just this and talk to you guys about the Cgc grading, how it looks like. It talks about the people who worked on it, the barcode so that it can be rescanned and checked, and then on the back you have Shazam 1, more details, and it also it preserves the back cover as well. So it's a fantastic way to preserve your comics for a long time, especially comics like this, which are like very hard to come by. But yeah, I'm now a proud owner of this DC Shazam and the original Captain Marvel, and I got this from Grumpy Old Man's Collectibles, like I said, right? So that was my haul. It's a very small one, as you guys can see, but very well worth its weight in gold. So like I said, in case you guys ever go to Seattle, this is one comic shop I would definitely recommend you guys go and visit. So with that, I'll wrap up this video. Please do like and subscribe.